Honor to be here. I'm Kiyara Swartbooi. I'm in grade 12. As Miss Kay said, I attend Port Rex Technical High School. And with regards to science, I've always been interested in science and the world and the laws that govern it because, well, can I give you an example?
Mm-hmm.
Um, when I was um, when I was younger, about 6 years old, I was so interested in this beehive that I kind of messed with them a bit, and I ended up getting stung. But eventually, I definitely didn't let that stop me from pursuing the world of science and innovation. So I've always been interested in new things and learning about science, more about science, and everything around it.
Oh, lovely,
Yeah.
lovely, lovely. And I see also there's people that are definitely coming in and saying that there was a bit of a problem there. Oh, mommy is in the building. Hi, Miss Crystal. Swartboy, she's also here listening and actually watching us. And also Peter Kyland, Siamulisa once more again. And welcoming everybody who's tuned in on to this Kithingesi Radio YouTube channel as well as Facebook page. Like I said earlier on in studio, we're definitely joined by a young innovator from our very own city, very own town, East London. That was definitely Kiyara Swartbooi, and she's definitely also introduced herself and told us more about herself and what is she currently doing. She's currently a grade 12 pupil at Potrex. Technical
High school.
high school,
Yes, yes.
yes. So she's definitely one of our own, and also we see people coming in also. Peter Kyland saying Auntie Siobhan is also here, and also mommy's here. Morning, Miss K. That is definitely Crystal also saying. Also, I want us to get into it, and I want us to get into this
Of
project. We definitely
course.
know you as an innovator, a young innovator at that,
Yes.
and I believe this is one of the few, in fact,
Mm.
it's in fact an invention, right? Yes.
Yes.
I want to actually know what drove you, or what was the driving force
Mm.
behind you actually getting started, or even thinking about
Yes.
getting such project.
Mm. Um, Let me just put this out there. In grade 9, uh, our science teacher, Mr. Mapasa, he actually asked us if we have any sort of idea or innovation that we'd like to share because it was a science project. So I came up with, several ideas, and one of them was the thermal faucet, which is the project I'm currently um, pursuing. So I noticed that disabled people, like the hearing impaired, the visually impaired, the elderly, children, they are prone to getting scalded, which is permanent skin burns. And um, when operating a tap in a bathroom or in a kitchen or in their garden, they often need a caretaker or additional assistance, which kind of reduces their independence because they they end up feeling sad because they can't really do anything because
Mm-hmm.
they need someone to assist them. So my project aims to improve that and enhance their lives by making it more convenient and safer for them to operate a faucet without needing an additional caretaker or assistance.
Mm-hmm.
And I also noticed that water scarcity is a global concern, so my project aims to ease a part of that societal problem as well. And then energy conservation is also a global concern. And I think my project contributes to improving that as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing, amazing, amazing. And I want to know more than anything else. I love the fact that you've went as far as thinking outside of the box of including and involving the differently abled people.
Yes.
In this case, it is people obviously that are impaired
Mm,
visually and audibly. And it's a
mm,
matter of you not just thinking about the people that we live with on a day-to-day basis that operate and function normally, but
mm.
you went outside of the box and actually started such a project. I want to know when was the time where you were like, actually, I want to invent something that's going to help the elderly,
Yes.
something that's going to help people that are impaired visually and that can't hear properly,
Mm.
or even can't hear at all. So I want to know, when was that and how long
Yes.
has it taken you to start this project and get it off the ground and even get to a point where you finish it?
Mm. Well, it's been a very long yet rewarding process because science, it requires a lot of time, effort, research, um,
Mm.
sleepless nights
Oh
even.
my word.
So um, when I started this project, I didn't actually think about it at that time until I heard stories that kind of drove me to actually thinking about the project. So through two personal experiences that I witnessed, um, it's kind of a sensitive topic, but uh, one of my educator's cousins is
Mm-hmm.
disabled,
Mm-hmm.
and the nurses ran a bath for him, and they placed him inside of the hot water, and he ended up
Mm.
getting burned
Oh
severely.
goodness.
So that touched my heart, actually. So I thought about this and I asked myself, what can I do to help?
Mm-hmm.
What can I actually do to make it better
Mm-hmm.
and for future disabled people so that they don't get scalded or
And
end
go
up in
through the
that
same
situation?
process.
Yes.
Yes.
So I started with background research on my project, and I found out that um, such an invention has been created, but it doesn't really primarily focus on improving the lives of disabled people,
Mm-hmm.
but it rather focuses on luxury and convenience for people who
Yeah.
don't really need it.
Yeah.
So, my project focuses specifically on disabled people, on them, because they are the people that truly need something like this.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the world right now,
Mm-hmm.
science has been advanced, it's been everywhere,
Very
in
much so.
everything, even in food, in daily daily tasks that we do.
Yeah.
Science is in manufacturing, factories, school, all around us, and it's common to see it. So, science, it provides us with opportunity and platforms to create and to explore and to discover. So, I think that my inspiration for the project
Mm-hmm.
was merely born out of a desire to make a difference. So that's my primary focus.
Amazing. I really wish at this point we could have more young people like you. And I'm really hoping that at home, you're definitely bringing your younger sister, your younger brother to actually come and listen and give us an ear to such things. And also, I think such an interview, or rather, such a conversation, is a conversation that definitely sparks,
Mm.
inspiration to say, such things are very much possible, even within our small communities, even within South Africa, even within our small towns. It's not only people maybe beyond borders, people abroad that are able to invent and come up with such things.
Yes.
For heaven's sake, we've got good and amazing schools that definitely provide guidance and also
Mm.
provide us with, I guess,
Support.
exactly
Mm.
support in terms of what you can pursue as a young person, even career wise, and also for heaven's sake, we are moving slowly but surely. In fact, I feel like we're already into the fourth industrial revolution, and also I know. And but again, also we do have people that are definitely there by our Facebook page, and we want to say Siyabulisa Tebogo Sefuti Ndlovukazi Zibaya, as well as LB Swartbooi Nhlakanipho Bagaza as well, and also we do have Lindy Ronald Swartbooi, as well as Chandray, Caroline, Roy, Peter Kyland, Crystal Swartbooi, as well as Dubs Stishi, Loza Wampene. And also we do have some comments also coming in. Peter is saying Auntie Chevron is here, and also people are also greeting us from places that they in. Nathan Ralph is definitely here, as well as Peter was actually asking what is the radio frequency in fact, what's the station frequency. We do not have a station. For all those who do not know, we are definitely an online radio. You can go on to www.keithngesieradio.com, as well as download our app on all social media platforms, and in fact all play stores, in fact also all spaces where you can download the app, which is the Kitten Guest Radio app, as well as alternatively, you can tune in into our Facebook page, which is Kitten Guest Radio, and also our YouTube channel to listen to more of such conversations. And speaking of such a conversation, I want to know now. I know it hasn't been easy. It's probably been such a journey and a half, like you've said, sleepless nights and a lot of work that had to be put in.
Yes.
What has been the most challenges that you've experienced, and some of the limitations that have sort of like been in the journey of you now successfully coming up with this project?
Mm. There were many challenges, especially sourcing materials, availability of assistance, and troubleshooting technical issues as well. But with the support and the assistance of my mentors, of companies like EPM and the people in it, the workers, they've really, really assisted me. And I don't think I would have been here if it wasn't for them. So I actually, if they are listening, I actually want to show them some gratitude and say thank you so, so much for all your assistance and all your hard workers. You've been with me through this whole journey as well, especially my mentors from my school, the staff members, everyone. Thank you so much. Um,
And I wish everybody could know and understand the big role that they play. I mean, in terms of like involvement, the
yes.
support, and I think we're gonna get into that shortly. And I want to know now, in terms of obviously the thermal faucet that you definitely came up with. That's the name of the project.
Yes.
In case you're wondering, what is this project? What is it all about? Definitely, she's spoken. What is it all about, and what does it do? Also, in the journey, now I know a little birdie told me that you did not just present it to Port Rex.
Mm.
I mean, you are international now. You're definitely international now. You were definitely at the 43rd, in fact, which is one of the biggest, I guess, spaces that you
Yes.
can present your project. You definitely at the 43rd Beijing Youth Science Creation Competition,
Yep.
and you definitely came home with a silver medal.
Yes.
Sana, Beijing,
Yeah.
China. Did you ever envision yourself
Never,
actually?
never. I did not expect it.
Oh yes, and I want you to actually tell us all about that. The
Yes.
43rd, in fact, Beijing, when you went to China, and
Competition, yes.
yes, tell us all about that.
Okay. So, the 43rd Beijing Youth Science Creation Competition was held in Beijing, in China. And around 40 different countries from around the world were there. And it was 4 days, 4 days, around 4 days. And there were four of us from South Africa,
Mm-hmm.
including me.
Yes.
And the four of us represented not only our country but our different provinces and regions as well.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd allow me to start from the very beginning,
Yes, you can.
yeah. So I participated in the ESCOM Science Expo
Yes.
last year,
Yes.
which was in grade 11.
Mm-hmm.
I attended the workshops before the districts,
Yes.
and there was about 11 of us, with me being the only girl out of 11, 10 boys.
Mm-hmm.
We entered into the districts, and that was more or less not the elimination process yet, but it was an introduction to the whole competition. Afterwards, we made it to the regionals, and we were only four at the time. At the regionals, I won gold and the bursary.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, I didn't expect to actually get an opportunity to go to ISF, which is the International Science Fair, which was held in Johannesburg.
Mm-hmm.
But then I went and I did my best. I presented with my all and I won silver.
Oh, yes.
And then 2 months later, I received an email that
Mm-hmm.
I've been nominated for an international science fair, such as, um, well, I didn't know at the time that it was actually China, but
Yes.
I was over the moon. And I prepared thoroughly, did more research, practiced for my interviews,
Mm-hmm.
and afterwards I received another email that I've officially been invited to the 43rd Beijing Youth Science Creation
Mm-hmm.
Competition. And once I told my family, it was they were very emotional and
Yeah.
proud. Um, so I was very honored to actually being considered for this opportunity.
Yeah.
Um, I went to the Beijing Youth Science Creation Competition um, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So it was for 4 days. Uh, the trip actually, the aeroplane flight, everything, it was very tiring and
Okay, I can
long,
only
but yeah,
imagine.
we enjoyed the whole experience.
Yeah.
And being a part of something this huge and prestigious
Mm-hmm.
was truly an honor and a rewarding experience, and being
Very much so.
exposed to so much, not just in South Africa and
Mm-hmm.
the people, but the science behind it, the creativity behind the projects. It was really actually inspiring to be a part of it and eye opening as well, because they came up with very innovative ideas,
Yeah.
and people from Italy, Russia, Czech Republic, Indonesia, everywhere. I
Mm-hmm.
got to meet so many people, such as them, and they were amazing actually. And we received mentors as well, which was the university students in the area.
Mm-hmm.
And meeting them was also an amazing experience, getting to know them
Yeah.
and them getting to know us, and all of us just interacting with each other,
Yeah.
not just through science, but
On a
personally as
personal
well.
level.
Yes,
And I guess by virtue of that, you've already started your networking, because when you get to varsity, you, probably even now, you are hearing more about networking this and networking that. And that's one of the things that's very much encouraged, that when you're in high school, even when you get to varsity, for you to pave your way and even open more opportunities for yourself, you need to open yourself to the world, and definitely open yourself to actually networking and interacting with people, because the person probably sitting next to you is, I mean, your colleague is
yes,
probably the next big CEO, is probably your employer. But at this point, I do not. I'm not convinced that you're gonna be employed by anybody. I believe that you're gonna be the one employing people. As young, literally, as young as you are, I believe that you're definitely gonna be employing people. Also, we do have Nathan Ralph coming in and saying, Daddy is so proud. We all are. Jeremiah 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you. I believe that's the verse. And definitely, Sabulela, to everybody who is actually tuning in onto the show, definitely we're joined by Kiyara Swartbooi, one of the youngest innovators in East London, who's won, in fact, a silver medal on the Beijing 43rd, the 43rd, right?
yes, yes, yes.
43rd Youth Science Creation Competition. And she's definitely telling all about her journey and how the experience has been. And I'm sure it has been, in as much as it's been fulfilling, but also you've mentioned that it's been a journey and a half. There's been challenges, there's been
Yes,
hurdles. Now, on a much lighter note, I want to know, on a day-to-day basis in the life of Kiara, I know you're also a student, and I
yes.
know that, I mean, grade 12 is not deemed to be one of the easiest, I guess, grades to be in. How's your day today? like? Because now you've got your project going on, you've
Yes.
also got your schoolwork that you've got to do.
Mm.
So
How do
how
I
do they juggle?
navigate? Yes. It has been a challenge, especially last year,
Mm-hmm.
with managing my time, planning everything properly, especially during the exams at that time. But with guidance and support from my mentors, which God actually placed in my life. So I'm very grateful to
Oh
God for the whole
yes.
journey because He's actually been with me through it all. And it was a challenge, yes, because anything in life actually doesn't come without its
Yeah.
challenges. But it's how you respond to that. It's how you get back up from those challenges, what you learn from it. So day to day life in my life,
Mm-hmm.
it's filled with studying. Really, it's filled with studying and activities because I participate in many activities at school.
Yeah.
I'm very much out there, but I like to keep myself busy. I don't really like to sit down because that's how time and life passes you by.
Yeah.
So I've learned to just go out there and show the world who you are because you can't really waste time because time is very precious on our side. But yeah, I'm I'm just grateful.
Oh yes, and also we've got a lot of people coming in, and I don't want to make this just my engagement, but I also want to engage other people out there that are listening and watching on our Facebook page. We are definitely keeping Yesi Radio on our Facebook page. Please call your sister, your brother, your young sister to come and draw inspiration from this young, gorgeous lady. We definitely also have Linda Ronald Swartbooi saying, "Well done, my sister," which is your mom. You've raised a respectful and a bright and beautiful young lady. God's got you. Kiki. So definitely, I love the fact that also you have an understanding that in your journey, God has been your biggest part, and
Yes.
I love the fact that you are so grounded in everything that you do. You do know where everything comes from. We also
Yes.
have Robia saying, "So true. Well done, Crystal Swartboy. Excellent job raising such a fine, intelligent, and well-behaved young lady. May God richly bless you, sister." I see also that it's not only you that's actually receiving everything out there,
Mm.
but your mom is definitely getting all the credit
Yes.
in here.
Yes.
Also, Shanray Caroline Roy is in. She's saying, "Indeed, well done." Zarinda Christopher Stadriggs, and also we've got Tegan Daniels saying, "Wow, so inspiring! Congratulations, Kiara!" And I think we're all just so happy, and we've all drawn, in fact, drawn inspiration from your journey, as young as you are, being such a beautiful young lady, and yet so grounded. Because I know young people, there's a lot of things that we are engaging on. I mean, people that are a lot older than you, and people that are your age, and people that are younger than you,
Yes.
which are, as was are not really as conducive and as much building as they should be in a
Mm.
young person's life. But I love the fact that you're very much focused, you're very much grounded, and you're very much inspired, and I feel like your future is very much bright. And I want to know now, because we've seen also your mom has been behind you. But apart from your mom, let me not say apart from your mom, including your mom
Mm.
and amongst other people who have been
Yes.
your biggest inspiration and your biggest support system.
Yes. There's many people, so it's not my biggest, but among my biggest
Yes,
supporters.
yes,
So it's been my school actually,
yeah,
the staff, my friends, my teachers, mentors. They've been a big help. Like Mr. Mr. Beckman, Mrs. Beckman, Mrs. John, Mr. Cowley, everyone at my school, Mr. Harding. He assisted me in the beginning of my project with
yes,
prototype 1, my first idea.
yes.
So he's been he's been there to support me through the whole journey as well. And my mom, although she feels that she hasn't been supporting me, mommy,
Oh
you've been there
yes, oh
through it all.
yes.
So you should never feel like you're on the sidelines because you've been holding my hand through it all as well. So I'm grateful for that. And the rest of my family, my grandfather, my aunt, they've also been supporting me, and a few companies as well,
Yeah.
such as EPM, Mr. Meyer, Mr. Strunk, Mr. Beckerman, everyone at the company, including the workers as well. They've been assisting me not only financially but in terms of advice and mentoring as well. And also, I can't forget God
Oh,
at all.
yes.
God, you have been there for me through it all. And I just want to say thank you for placing these people in my life and for leading me to this huge opportunity. So I'm just thankful, and I hope that I'm an inspiration to other young people as
Oh,
well, so
definitely you
that
are. Trust and believe
yes,
that you are. Without definitely interjecting, we do also have Lee Blake. Okay, Blegnot, I think. He's saying, well done, Kiki. We're also proud of you from the Blegnot. If I am mispronouncing that, please do forgive me. He went on to say, you are an inspiration to many young lady. And also, Sherilyn is definitely giving you nothing but hearts. And I want to reassure you that you are definitely an inspiration to young people and even older people. I mean, in the journey of life in general, you do get to a point where you feel like, okay, I haven't done much, but I feel like people are going to draw so much motivation and so much inspiration from you in terms of there is nothing impossible. And I love the fact that as a young person, you definitely have your base, you definitely have your foundation very much figured out that he is God is the foundation of your life, and he's been definitely, I guess, your cornerstone as well. I
yes,
love the fact that you're very much clear and very much focused. The time is exactly 37 minutes after the hour of 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's been amazing being here, and I really wish that we could be here. I don't know when. And also, before we close the show, definitely, Janap Reuters is saying, Kiki, you are an absolute inspiration. Well done. And also to your mom, Lindy, and as Pa Kota, for all the support. This is a young, God fearing lady. Ma is smiling of pride from heaven. Oh, thank you so much to also everybody who's made it a point that they do tune into this conversation, rather interview, like I said. Please, because it's going to be available on our social media platforms, which is both YouTube and also our Facebook page. Please make it a point that you bring in your young people, you bring in your high school students. If you are a teacher out there, and you definitely have students that need some inspiration, need some motivation, this is something worth giving a shot to listening to, because I believe there's a lot of inspiration and there's a lot of motivation that you can draw from it as a young person, and also as maybe a teacher, as a person, a guider of maybe young people out there. And I believe also that all our teachers need to know that they're making a huge
yes,
difference in our lives. Those are the one, and in fact, amongst other people that makes such a difference. And I guess we downplay the role that they play in our lives, but I know for a fact that they play a huge and big role. And to everybody else who definitely did tune in onto this conversation, we thank you so much. This is definitely Level Up, your morning show, in fact, mid morning show that brings you nothing but great conversations, as well as great music that is topping our charts. And I'm glad we had to do the show a little bit differently. First hour, we definitely gave you top 10 music, in fact, songs that are topping our charts, social media platforms, and all our music platforms, as well as in the second hour, we were doing nothing but indulging in conversations with Kiyara Swartbooi, one of our youngest innovators, who's a grade 12 pupil at Portrex Technical High School, which is actually just up the road. I'm very much proud to say it's really next door to me. So also, if you have, I guess, a student, or rather you have a child that's maybe want to pursue maybe a career in the science field, perhaps you could try that out. I'm not saying anything, but maybe you could definitely try that out. And I do believe that people like you definitely deserve to be put out there, Kiara, for us to draw so much inspiration. And I don't say that only as a radio broadcaster, but I mean, I'm saying that on behalf of everybody out there who's really trying to get their feet off the ground. The time is exactly 40 minutes after the hour of 10 o'clock, and we're definitely killing it for now, but not for a long time. Thank you